Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some basketball games for Monday, January 24th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on your picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the games. We're going to be looking at the Knicks versus the Cavaliers, Pacers versus the Pelicans, Bulls versus Thunder, Jazz versus the Suns to end it off. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers, numbers specific to the game. For example, the way it's structured here is the away team is up top. Their coach's record, their season record, any type of notes I want to add, their away record. In the middle is the head-to-head record between the two teams, all-time, regular season, and for this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their coach's record, and any other notes I want to add. So as we get started here, I'm working on a new platform. As you can see, I'm trying out the free version, giving it a test run on this new equipment. Bear with me. But let's get it started here. And we'll start with the Knicks versus the Cavs. So Knicks versus the Cavs. I always like to start with the home team. I'm going to show you guys some numbers for the home team to win this game. And then I'm going to show you some numbers for the away team, the road team, to win this game. So for Cavs to win this game, one thing that would help them is today has 47 date numerology on the Gregorian. 47 written out sums to 149. Cavs can become 14-9 for a season record at home with the win, like 149, as they pick up their 29th win for this season. 29, 47. 29 and 47 are identical in all four base ciphers. They can get their 29th win, become 14-9. 47 date numerology, 47 sums to 149, as well as 29 and 47 equal in all four base ciphers. The Knicks, they would get their 25th loss regular season to go with. And 25 also joins the party. They all three of these numbers sum to the same thing in all four base ciphers. The Cavaliers, they would get their 103rd all-time head-to-head win against the Knicks on the 24th day of the Gregorian year. If you write out 24, 24 sums to 103. It's January 24th, 1/24. They could become 103, 124 all-time head-to-head against the Knicks with the win. Today does have 31 date numerology on the Gregorian. 31 is the 11th prime number. Knicks would become 11-11 on the road with the loss to go with. And those would be the Cavaliers numbers. If we were going to kick it over for the Knicks, if the Knicks were going to win this game, it could be just as easy as Knicks becoming 24-24 for a season record with a win on the 24th day of the Gregorian New Year. It is a day with 31 date numerology, 31 the 11th prime number. Knicks could become 1-1, like an 11 head-to-head against the Cavaliers. They would get their revenge. It will be the 140th day of the Hebrew civil calendar, 140. Cavaliers coach can sit on 140 wins regular season for his career with the loss. Cavaliers would become 13-10 at home. It'd be the Cavaliers coach's 131st regular season game as a coach for the Cavs. 10-13, or excuse me, 13-10, 131, 131st game. And 47, date numerology on the Gregorian. 47 sums to 121. The Knicks could become 12-10 on the road with the win. Looks like a 121. The Knicks play, they played yesterday, as my note here is saying. They played yesterday at home, and they won. So they're coming off a win, going on the road to Cleveland. And that'd be it for this game. Let's move on to the next one. Pacers versus Pelicans. Pacers versus Pelicans. I'll try not to spend too much time on these games. Still keep it a short video. All right, so home team Pelicans. If Pelicans were going to win this game, they could become an 11-11 at home for a season record. Today with 31 date numerology on the Gregorian, 31 the 11th prime number. Pelicans would even the score 1-1 head-to-head against the Pacers for the season, like an 11. This is their last head-to-head match. Pacers would get their 31st loss for this season to go with 31 the 11th prime. Pacers would get their 19th road loss for the season. 67 date numerology on the Gregorian, 67 the 19th prime number. And either one of these two teams can get their 18th win for the season. Pelicans, it's their 46th game for the season. They can get their 18th win for the season. 18 sums to 46, so that could be good for them in that way. And Pelicans, they play tomorrow on the road, so keep that in mind if it's a look-ahead spot for them. But Pelicans, they would get their 18th win, and they would get their 18th all-time head-to-head win against Pacers. 18 sums to 46, 46 game for the season. And that would be for the Pelicans. If we would look at the Pacers, if the Pacers were going to win this game, today does have 31 date numerology on the Gregorian, 31 sums to 46. Pacers coach, he would get his 199th regular season win as a coach for Pacers, the 46 prime. And then Pacers would get their 18th win for the season, 18 sums to 46. Pacers would also sit on 18 losses on the road as they get their 18th win, as their coach gets his 199th win regular season as a coach for Pacers, the 46 prime number, 18 sums to 46. Pelicans, they would get their 29th loss for the season. We went over this in the first game. 29, 47, 25, all identical in all four base ciphers. Today with 47 date numerology on the Gregorian. Could be the reason why Pelicans get their 29th loss. 29, 47, identical in all four base ciphers. Pacers, they would get their 27th all-time head-to-head win against the Pelicans on a day with 172 date numerology for the Hebrew religious. 27 written out, sums to 172. And today is also for day of the Gregorian New Year. 24 sums to 103, the 27th prime number. Could be why Pacers get their 27th all-time head-to-head win against Pelicans. And that would be the look-ahead spot, or the look-at spot for them, for both those sides, Pacers or Pelicans. Let's move on to the next game. Bulls and Thunder. Bulls and Thunder. Bulls and Thunder. So let's start with the home team. If Thunder was going to win this game, today does have 47 date numerology on the Gregorian, 47 the 15th prime number. Thunder can get their 15th win for the season. They would become 9-14 at home for a season record with the win. 47 sums to 149, anagram of 9-14. As Thunder get their 15th win, 47 the 15th prime. Outside of that, I couldn't really come up with anything, to be honest. I mean, that looks pretty good. They can get their 77th regular season. I guess it could be the 99. So it's their 150, as I'm talking all over the place, it's their 152nd regular season head-to-head matchup between these two teams. And Thunder could become 79 all-time head-to-head. And if I remember correctly, 79, yeah, sums to 152. So even though it's the 152nd regular, they could become 79, 79 all time with the win. 79 sums to 152. It is the Bulls' 46th game for the season. They can get their 18th loss for the season. We explored this in the other game. 18 sums to 46. And 59, 59, 216. I guess in regards of Thunder getting their 15th win for the season, 15, put it in the number properties. 15 is the 5th triangular number. So they can end their 5-game losing streak as they get their 15th win, as they become 9-14. Bulls get that 18th loss in their 46th game, something like that. If Bulls was going to win this game, today we have 13 and 31 date numerology on the Gregorian. 31 is the 11th prime number. Bulls can become 13 and 11 on the road with the win. They would become 76 all time, or excuse me, regular season head to head against the Thunder. 76 is just a reflection of 67, but 76 and 67 sum to all 4 base ciphers as well in Gematria. Thunder, they would get their 15th home loss on 47 date numerology, 47 the 15th prime number. And the Thunder coach, he would sit on 36 regular season wins for his career as Thunder get their 6th loss in a row. 36 just has a square root of 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. And then Bulls, they would get their 29th win for the season. 47 date numerology on the Gregorian, 47 and 29, identical in all 4 base ciphers. Talked about that in a previous game. Let me get some water, excuse me. Yeah, so Bulls 29, 13, 11, 76, 76, Thunder 15, or Thunder 15 here, 9, 14. Bulls get that 18 and the 46. So you can kind of see how you can etch out either one to go either way. But let's move on to the last game, the Jazz versus the Suns. The Jazz versus the Suns, the last game here. Jazz versus the Suns. All right, so if we're going to start with the home team here, if the Suns were going to win this game, they would become 37-9 for a season record. 37-9. 37-9. 37-9 is the 75th prime number. The reason why this is highlighted in this bright yellow, because this is more relation to the season that this is in. This is the 76th season for the NBA, but they're celebrating their 75th annual anniversary or whatever. I probably didn't say that right, but they're celebrating 75 years. This season, they're marking this season with a bunch of 75s. So one of those 75s potentially could be, coincidentally, Suns becoming 37-9 for a season record, the 75th prime number with the win. Today does have 67 date numerology on the Gregorian, 67 the 19th prime number. Suns would get their 19th home win for the season to go with. This is the 190th regular season head-to-head matchup between these two, which has which I think is the 19th triangular number. Yeah, 19 triangular. And then Jazz, they would sit on 15 wins on the road with a loss. 47 date numerology on the Gregorian, 47 the 15th prime number. And Suns' 47th game for the season, the 15th prime. It's the Suns' 24th home game today with 47 date numerology, the 24th day of the Gregorian New Year. Could be a good thing for the Suns. And that's about what I have for right now. If the Jazz were going to win this game, they played yesterday on the road and lost. So maybe they lost intentionally looking ahead to this game. Although I think they're playing the Warriors, if I remember correctly. Yeah, So they play the Warriors, lost by 2. I guess maybe it was competitive. Minus the fourth quarter, 11 and 17 points. I don't know. But I don't know. It just depends on how hard they actually tried, how many players tried, what the minutes were, who's playing this game. Same with the Suns, who's out. Same with any of these games, actually. Check the injury list, who's playing, who's not playing, things like that. And for Jazz, if Jazz was going to win this game, 31 date numerology on the Gregorian. Jazz can get their 31st win for the season. Suns, they would get their 10th loss for the season as Jazz become 1-0 head-to-head against the Suns for the season, like 10. Suns would end their 6-game winning streak as they pick up their 6th loss at home while sitting on 36 wins for the season. 36 mathematically has a square root of 6. So 6 times 6 equals 36. And I think that's about it. I know 6 also sums to 16. Sums to 16. Would be a good thing for Jazz to get their 16th road win. 36-10. 3-6-1 actually could go against the Suns in this manner. 3-6-1 has a square root of 19. 67 date numerology. 19th prime number, 190th regular season game, 19th triangular. So instead of Suns getting their 19th home win, they could become 36-10, 3-6-1, which has a square root of 19. All right, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you guys some insight on what's going on with the games, gives you both sides. I wish you the best luck on your picks. Definitely add more information if needed. If this is just a quick overview for you, hopefully it helps. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks, and hopefully you win all the money in the world. Thanks for watching.